Shiny buttons are pressed.
Woohoo.
Wrong button!
No, I'm pretty sure that was the correct button. We're recording. We're live. I see the little lines going back and forth.
Waves.
Okay. Welcome to Pack Tactics Season 3. This is a 5th edition homebrew Dungeons & Dragons campaign with very heavy Spelljammer influences. Tonight I am joined by a bunch of awesome people who may or may not be very sleepy right now, including Chris, Ellie, Io, Jen, and Cindy.
Hello.
So, what happened last week?
We got shot at by a giant ring around a star, and then we docked in the ring, and then we got out of the ship, and then there was an Umber Hulk, and we shot it to death.
Yeah.
And then we were exploring.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was some sort of
I got
earthquake in the
scorching ray.
Yep.
There was some sort of there was some sort of earthquake.
Oh yeah, and things started falling down.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that now.
Also, we're trusting our spaceship to a mind flare.
Yeah, we did do that too.
Well, they
I'm
can't-
sure nothing
they
could
can't
possibly
run
go
it.
wrong.
They can't run it, right? They don't have spell slots, do they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they
No,
do.
psionics don't. Psionics don't.
Yeah, but mind flayers are weird.
It
Mind
depends
flayers
on
are
what
very
edition
weird.
you're using.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
However-
I think mind flares being weird is a universal constant.
This I would agree with.
They have a squid for a face. This is not
We
normal.
have left the mind flayer. We have left the mind flayer in the company of the one person he can't corrupt.
No one? Because JR came with us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought JR was.
No, he
Oh,
came
sure.
with and he broke the gun, that big gun we found.
JR
Oh,
got a
right.
little confused by the Umber Hulk and decided to have the gun move in directions the gun was not designed to move in.
Well, he'd better not steal our ship.
As I have said before, I am sure everything will be fine.
We are going to die.
I mean, that's a constant.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Where's your optimism?
I left it on Circulus.
I mean, some
I'm
of our
pretty sure you have
parents
it there.
accidentally summoned Satan and then banished her at the same day.
Oh, right. We're in the blue room. And I was
You were on a balcony
I
up
was
there. that
going
I
up to the
threw you up to.
catwalks.
Yeah. I think you were on the catwalk when the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what Fred said. Yeah, you were tossed up there by a certain swobold named Zax. And right after you were tossed is when the earthquake happened. Or shipquake, or ringworld quake. One of those. One of those applies in the situation. Go on.
The player is thinking about the fascinating implications of a ring world that has plate tectonics.
I imagine that Dax is also thinking about this, but isn't using the word fascinating. Possibly still an F word.
You know me.
Frightening. The word I was thinking of is
that's
frightening.
The word. Of course it is.
And I will swear to that on any holy book you put in front of me.
You will swear to
Where
that.
did that?
Oh, they had the same idea
Yeah.
as me.
I don't use puns at all. I have no idea what you're talking about. Moving forward, JR comes over to Zax and takes its arms and just sort of like makes them go up very quickly towards the walkway and then looks down at you.
Do you want to go up on the walkway?
JR begins to wave, then stops and gives you a thumbs up.
Okay.
Learning.
Here you
Come on
go.
up, JR.
I'm going to
The view's great.
How tall is JR? Like,
Medium
how tall
size.
is he compared to where the railing is?
If you wore a trench coat, we could be three. We could be
You
a
would
robot.
not be able to be
trench
three
coat.
kobolds. That would make
Two
them be
kobolds.
at least, them. That would make them be at least a large, if not giant figure. You're small, but you're
okay.
not that small.
Okay. All right, JR,
Okay.
here we go. 1,
Strength check.
2, 3. And I'm going to do a strength check now. I got a 19.
Okay.
Plus
I
whatever the
should
strength-
probably roll for JR to see if JR lands well.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to make a.
Break JR.
Oh, no.
I had to make
I
an
got an
acrobatic.
18.
All right.
JR does not do a superhero landing because that's really hard on the knees. But they do manage to land somewhat gracefully on the walkway, and now I almost said Daldane. No. Daldane
no.
might have company.
Things would be very...
Somewhere on Circulus, Daldane is sipping tea with Tim. So Daldane does, in fact, have company. Daldane is the company.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, well, they've kept in touch.
Daldane absolutely would hang out with Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Some would call him Tim. That is exactly why I named him that, by the way.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So, Neri, in fact, now has company.
Yes. All right, so let's go investigate this hexagon.
Okay. And you go over, and like I said last week, this walkway is over a large, squarish pool of water. The water's maybe about 1.5 feet deep. There's some structures that are just under the surface, but the water's kind of murky, so it's hard to tell. The hexagon shape you see in the middle of the room, the sort of squished hexagon, isn't really a separate room so much as it's a wider platform with a small railing going around it that has a glass wall that you can see through. It's only about 2 feet tall for going around the edge, so it'll keep the casual person from accidentally falling over the side. Someone who really wants to fall over the side can still manage it if they want to.
Oh, okay. I was just about to ask if it was a tower.
It is not, in fact, a tower. There are some support rods, fewer after the quake than there were before, but there are some support rods that are allowing it to hang from the ceiling.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
So
And-
we're going to be careful when we're going in here.
Yes. And there is a sort of small gate that can be easily pushed open. It does not appear to be locked. Not that it would keep anyone out but the honest anyway, but JR can reach over the top and pull the little deadbolt that holds it shut. The deadbolt was not actually engaged.
Is it bidirectional, or does it swing inward or outward?
It swings inward.
Okay.
There's more room on the inside than the outside, so not like a TARDIS, but still. So what you see in that little hexagon, there is something that looks like some type of antenna structure at the north end, and I'm arbitrarily giving north and south coordinates because the map faces that way, but in a ring world, what does north mean? And what looks like a table is, in fact, a table. There are recessed glass panels, 3 of which are glowing, 1 of which is dark with a huge crack in it, and they've got strange symbols on them.
Strange symbols.
Yes. Similar to what you saw at the kiosk 2 rooms over. JR goes over and presses a button.
Oh no.
Chroma and JR just push anything they see, don't they?
I investigate them first.
You wanted to sit in the gun.
That doesn't mean I was going to fire it.
Everyone hears... Actually, no. Give me perception checks, everyone. Let's see if you do hear something.
Got a 13, and perception is...
Let me remind myself of
Plus
what
3.
my negative modifier to this is.
I used up all my good rolls earlier.
I'm going to go back to using the dice droid. 7.
Natural 20?
Okay, so Dax, you
Out of
are
all of
aware...
us.
You are
Jen, did you
aware
roll?
that JR
I did
reached
roll.
out
I got a 13 plus 3.
and did something. And as soon as JR does this, you hear whirring of machinery underneath you.
Something's turning on below us.
Uh-oh. Okay, that don't sound good.
I mean, I think it sounds fascinating, but
I will
probably
cut you,
also...
Chroma.
No, you won't.
I don't think he's got a knife.
Also, even if you did, you couldn't do it. We established this.
It's not wrong. We've established this.
Geysers of water start shooting up from this pond area.
Okay, that's not good.
Is the water level rising?
No.
Huh.
Is the water level dropping?
No.
Are
So
we
the
just in
room's
the
a
middle of a
giant
fountain?
Yeah. The giant fountain in this room. I don't know why they needed that.
Can I just remind everyone that we threw those 2 up there? We have a carpet. We could have just used that.
Oh, well, nobody asked about that. I just...
No,
you know.
I wanted to see if anyone would remember. No one remembered.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Uh,
I could just throw people up there, so I didn't think about anything else.
Yeah,
Everything
I kind of
shakes
forgot
again.
about the carpet ever since the hippos rendered it temporarily useless.
Yeah, well, they're not here anymore. And we can all get on the thing.
Okay.
All right, I hop on.
Yep.
Carpet!
Me too.
Okay. Everything shakes again. You're on the carpet, so you're fine. JR and Neri, give me a dexterity save.
I'm so glad I made that suggestion.
Technically, I said everything shakes again before you got on the carpet, but I'm allowing this. Neri?
As much as Crash would like me to, I'm not going to make my dex save with the D10. Even if, as it happens, I rolled a 10.
I mean, imitation is the best form of flattery, but to truly imitate me, you have to roll a d12.
Okay, so can I take the 10 off the D10?
No.
Because I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Do you have inspiration?
I do. I should probably use it, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
That's a 14 plus 8 is 22.
Okay, so you're fine. JR, however,
right.
got a 3.
A 3.
A 3.
Oh,
Various bits of
no.
ceiling fall down from above, and a panel hits JR.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Yeah. There is some structural integrity that is damaged
Oh, no.
On JR or
on JR.
Oh.
Oh no.
And the fountains gurgle and stop.
I need to get over there.
Yeah. Go.
And at the same time, Zenosha,
Mm-hmm.
you are aware that someone in the room you just came from is feeling intense pain.
Oh.
In the red circles room?
Yes. Zenosha is the only one who's aware of this.
Yeah, I was just making sure I understood.
I was not aware I've had this ability, and I am not sure what to make of it. I'll share this information with the rest of the party, mostly looking for advice on... I have no idea where to proceed with this knowledge.
Since when can you do that?
I don't know.
Okay, well,
Well,
The DM does know, and the DM will tell you that it's your fault.
I have to help JR, and
My
then
fault?
we can go help them.
No, not your fault, Dax. Zenosha's fault.
Okay, I was like, what? What did I do?
I mean, lots of things, but in this particular case, you're innocent.
An exchange.
Okay. But in this case, you're the one piloting the flying carpet, so I'm assuming that you are making a beeline for JR because you just saw a ceiling land on him.
Yes. Save the Warforge.
Okay. JR is laying prone, but is able to sit up and is shaking their head.
JR, okay, usually I'd ask you to tell me how you, feel, but that's not really going to work, so, and Chroma's going to try mending first, because that works on some of her things, notably her turrets are healed by mending.
I will assist with the mending because I also have that cantrip.
Okay. Technically speaking, I shouldn't allow mending to work on a sentient being, but this is a Warforge,
I will also...
and it's a homebrewed
I'll also make a
Warforge.
check if you like.
Give me a medicine check at advantage because you're being assisted.
Oh no, that's not the a check I'm good at.
I'll be right back.
I don't
Can we
suppose
allow
I
me
can
to
use
make
my
the medicine check?
proficiency. Don't suppose I can use my proficiency with Smith's tools instead.
You know what? It's still going to be a medicine check, but it'll allow you to add your proficiency bonus because you're using Smith's tools.
Excellent. So that will turn a -1 into a +2. Sidekick, we're not friends anymore.
oh no.
You heard it here first. This is when they had a falling out.
Maybe in future let the cleric fix
Chroma
people.
is, in fact, not friends with every artificial intelligence.
Would I know if a cure wounds would work on a Warforge?
I'm not going to require a roll for this. You have had enough dealings with Cogbucket to know that for some strange reason, healing spells do work on Cogbucket. So your assumption is that they could work.
I will do a first level cure wounds from my staff.
Okay. Give me a roll.
8 points of healing.
Okay. That is larger than the die I rolled for how much damage that JR took. So you managed to heal JR fully. There were several broken parts that are now pushed back into place properly.
Huh, that works.
JR gives you a thumbs up.
I give them a thumbs up.
JR stands up and goes over and starts pressing buttons again.
Stop,
no.
JR.
JR,
JR,
no.
someone's hurt in the other room. We need to go help them.
JR points at the screen.
I look at the screen.
What's on the screen?
So you know how many devices and programs and such have a language selection feature?
Hmm.
JR found it.
Oh,
Cool.
So what
Can
does it
you
say?
make it draconic?
What is it right now?
JR has changed it to common.
That
Oh.
works too.
I
I was going to say,
investigate.
JR has changed it to Earth Elemental.
It's just the sound of rumbling rocks.
Well, that's what's causing the earthquakes. It's trying to communicate.
Of course.
Okay. And based on what has been said in chat, Neri decided to drop down. So everyone else went up onto the platform. Neri went down. You cross paths halfway through. And Neri goes back into the room you were in previously, the one with the large gun that JR ruined. Not on purpose, but still. And there's bits of ceiling that are in this room that were not at this elevation before. And there does appear to be a pile of ceiling tiles that's a bit larger than the rest of the piles of rubble.
Hey, how we doing?
The pile moves a little bit.
I'll see if I can get some of that off you if you want, but don't hurt me.
Is the Umber Hulk still dead?
The Umber Hulk is still a pile of mushrooms, although
Mushrooms.
there's not any lightning arcing between them anymore.
Just because I'm going to pull up an Eyes of the Grave?
Nothing.
Okay. I feel better now.
If I always had you encounter undead when you pop Eyes of the Grave, then you would just get used to it. So I've got to give you a breather.
True.
Dax's eyes just permanently bug out.
By the way, apropos of nothing, what's the range for Eyes of the Grave?
60 feet.
Okay. 61 feet away, there's just like this wall of zombies.
And 70 feet away, they're filming Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Now we know what Daldane is doing with Tim.
I hate this and love it.
Well, you don't know
Daldane
every
and
song
Tim
that
review
Daldane has
the
performed.
dailies.
Sorry?
I was being ridiculous.
Well, yes, but I was
What's new?
hoping to catch the ridiculousness.
Oh, I was just saying Daldane and Tim review the dailies.
There we go. Okay, so you move a bit of the rubble, and you find a small myconid.
Oh,
I was
no.
gonna say a 4 on the die means I don't, but
It wasn't that heavy.
okay.
Yeah, it was enough that a small myconid, one would argue a sprout of myconid, would have a hard time getting the stuff off of them.
Is this a sprout of myconid that I recognize?
Is it Button?
They
Oh,
shake their head, a bunch
no.
of spores come out and say, "Hi, I'm Button."
Oh.
And that's what I was afraid of. Not that I'm there.
What's a
The
button?
name of the episode becomes apparent.
Oh no.
It's a pun. Also, Button is a type of mushroom.
Hey, Button.
And it's also the baby
Come on.
myconid that we ran into when we fought the giant robot.
no.
Yeah.
Let's get you healed up. Climb up on my shoulders.
As Button climbs up on your shoulders, it regales you with everything it encountered so far. Now, because of the way that myconids can communicate, they don't just have to use words, they can also use imagery. So you get a wonderful first-person view rendition of Button climbing into a trebuchet on the GIF ship and having one of its siblings launch it towards the opening that the red star went through. It shows this more than once.
Are we just going to adopt every kid that makes bad decisions?
Apparently.
Yes.
I think you might be a bad decision magnet. So like how magnets
It's a
attract other
tradition.
magnets.
It's a tradition for our D&D games at this point.
I mean, valid.
I mean,
Even
between
if the-
Chroma, JR, and Button, that's a lot of kids to babysit.
Yeah. On the other hand, Neri is absolutely appreciating the firsthand experience from someone else's perspective. Neri's a ranger. All of this information is fantastic.
Apparently, none of you noticed Button coming through the airlock doors before Chroma figured out how to close them, because that did happen. But Button was walking around inside that large room that you landed the red star in. They did, in fact, check out the cabinets that you saw some shirts in. Apparently, there's cloth shirts, but also shirts that are made of leather and some type of shiny metal that Button didn't know what it was. None of them were red. Button felt that there should have been some that were red for some reason, but they weren't. They don't know why. And then they went to the next room, and they saw a big pile of mushrooms that were all little babies. They couldn't speak yet, but they could probably speak if they got a little bit older. And then the ceiling shook, and it fell down, and then you were there. Meanwhile, Chroma is investigating the computer, for want of a better word, because Chroma might not know the word, but we all do, that JR figured out the language controls for. So give me an investigation check.
All right. I'm better at that than I am at medicine. Okay, sidekick is timing out. Dang it! You too?
Oh no, another bot has betrayed you.
You have managed to change the language controls away from common. Congratulations, they're infernal.
Oh,
May I
no,
attempt-
I don't even know why they have that
got
option.
this.
May I attempt to change them back?
You may attempt to change them back.
Investigation, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, that one's timed out.
It's too early in the episode for everyone to be rolling really, really low. So
19.
That's a 19.
Oh.
Okay, so you're able to backtrack what Chroma did just by pressing the same buttons Chroma pressed, but in a different order to bring it back to common. And with a 19, I will say that you also manage to find like a message board that, for the most
Let the
part,
trolling begin.
well, the most recent entry based on the chronometer that's built into the display was several hundred years ago.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a response to that one.
No,
I ain't going to necro post like that.
you don't want to bring back a dead thread.
What does it say?
Okay. Most of them are talking about evacuation procedures.
Huh.
And
Oh,
scrolling down, you find notices about temperature readings on what apparently is the surface, which is not very close to where you are right now, clearly, but
No.
apparently was getting warmer, not too warm for life, but warmer than whatever the native residents of this ring world liked. There were also some alarming notices about how, as more and more of whoever used to live here were leaving, various security precautions were becoming, shall we say, ignored.
Mm-hmm.
And you're seeing more than one notice about things getting loose.
Okay, so reading through this place is hell and we should leave.
You always say
What does
that.
it say, though?
Let me take a look.
Can we turn off the fireballs it was spitting at us?
Can I try and find out where we turn off the fire?
You can certainly make a look for that.
Another investigation?
Okay.
Hey, Chroma,
Yes?
I found a friend of yours.
Button?
Hi!
Oh, what are you doing over here?
I saw a dead body.
Can Button actually
Oh,
communicate
no.
with...
Oh, wait, I wouldn't understand what he's saying.
Button can
There's
communicate with anyone who breathes Button spores.
Oh, how close are we?
permanently? I would...
That's a very good question. I'm going to argue that it's a ranged thing. So I don't think it's actually written this way in the monster manual, but how I'm going to interpret it as it sends messages out through the spores, and when you breathe them in, you get those messages. So if you step out of range, you stop being able to communicate with Button.
Oh, sidekicks was
Okay,
much better, darn it.
All right,
So
well,
my
I don't
point
wanna, I
is,
don't want to breathe in
has-
spores from some creature, so I'm going to use the blindfold that I made like a mask.
My point is, has Chroma breathed in those spores recently enough to be able to communicate?
Well, did you bring Button over to say hi?
I have brought Button over to the bottom fork.
Oh, you know what? That's right. You have no way up because they took the two methods you could take.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of
Yes.
them flying carpet and the other one swobold.
Yeah.
I'm not getting anywhere with this. I'll go get her. I'll get on the carpet.
All right. Now I'm going
Well,
to assume that I know
maybe
enough
I
about the
should
spores.
take
I'm gonna figure this
another
out.
look. All
Yeah.
right, I'll figure it out.
I will say that Button still yelled out through spores that they saw a dead body, not realizing that the spores wouldn't be able to reach.
Oh, so we don't know that. That's
Okay.
But yeah, if I have any idea that it's the spores that does this, I'm gonna use that blindfold as a mask because I don't want any mushrooms. No.
Oh,
By the
you're
way,
breathing
Dax-
in mushroom spores already. They're everywhere.
Yes.
Dax, as soon as you're within range, Button shares the same story of how Button got into the ring world with you. So you get the first person view of airmail via trebuchet.
Why is everyone we meet insane?
I was going to say, that's got to be terrifying for Dax.
Oh, wow.
And he's just.
I imagine Dax is just sitting cross-legged on the ground right now, just staring off into
The best
distance.
part is, this is done while you're piloting a flying carpet.
Oh,
Right.
no.
Oh yeah, so at this point the carpet's not moving, Dax is just gripping onto it, and you can just see essentially his claws digging into it and pulling it up further and further and further to it.
Dax is attempting to use the flying carpet as a security blanket.
Exactly.
Oh.
Button, sweetheart, he's got a phobia.
Is that like a snake?
It's like...
Snakes? I like snakes.
Do my codings
snake?
know what fear is?
Well,
Button, that was a question to you.
I don't think...
I don't think you'd get a
sure.
response because the spores
Yeah.
wouldn't get far.
Oh.
All right.
We're still not close enough.
Yeah.
Because I'm trapped in fear currently.
Yeah, you just see that Dax stopped the flying carpet halfway up.
But you got to stop showing that to him. He's...
Neri, take over.
Oh, okay.
Dax just gonna
Button-
let's go of the reins and let's Neri do it.
Button
Bring it down
pats
and I'll do
Dax
it.
on the shoulder, and Dax starts seeing additional imagery of what Button believes to be soothing landscapes. So
Oh god.
there's now Button was raised in basically a slum part of a city built on the back of a space turtle. But Button has participated in a lot of group visions with the other Mechanids. So you see areas that are covered in trees with lots of dark spaces with various things that are decaying where Mechanids can feed. But also there's like little groves where beams of sunlight are coming down and little wasps with spores are sort of just like gently suspended in the sunbeams, kind of like dust. Every now and then a bird chirps in the distance.
Neri thinks it's pretty, but Neri's a weirdo. I will
Dax
take
doesn't
over...
find it soothing, but he doesn't find it terrifying either.
Yeah.
Also, can I just say, Aaron, you have a weird fascination of just traumatizing my characters.
Yeah, it's true. Dax, do you still want Neri to...
Oh yeah, Neri needs to take over.
Okay. If I can, I will take over the flying carpet.
Okay.
So everybody brace yourselves, because y'all about to get the full story. And I'll take the flying carpet back up to conference room level.
Okay. As soon as you are within range, you get the full story.
Oh no.
Even Zenosha panics a little bit at this one.
Do I
Dax
get
is there in the
the
fetal position.
do I get the full story if I'm wearing a mask? I'm hoping to protect myself
If
from
you're
this.
wearing a mask, I will
Yeah,
say
like a
I will allow a con save.
Okay. I got a 12 and Constitution is plus
Plus 5.
2? Plus 5. Plus 5.
Okay. You don't get anything. You just see this little
Good.
tiny mushroom person come over. You see that your brother is in your catatonic state.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't want any part of mushroom people breathe it in kind of thing. It just weirds me out. So since I don't know what's going on, I'm going to go over and give my brother Dax a hug because he looks like he needs one.
Goes with the hug.
Okay.
I will... Once Dax is off the... Once Zax has lifted Dax off the flying carpet, I will roll it up nice and tidy and set it on the floor next to Dax. So, what have we learned here?
Trebuchets are fun.
I
Okay,
made
but
a
what if
character who hates
No.
space in a space campaign.
Oh.
But I'm asking them what they've learned here in this place.
I don't know. Is there any way I can make another try at this while all this is going on, since that's what I was told to do?
And
I will
so far,
allow
we
another
haven't
try.
learned to narrate. So far, we haven't learned much, but this place basically is in a state of disrepair and probably abandoned. So, kind of what we were already suspecting.
Except for the Umber Hulks.
Right. So why is the mushroom kid here? Not how, why?
It wanted to be.
22.
Okay. So you go back in, and there's a lot of messages in the message board. You sort of glance at those. Something about 173 escaping, and there was a whole area that was off limits because 173 was out. You don't necessarily know what that is because it didn't give any references to what 173 was, only that 173 was very dangerous and that one shouldn't blink.
I bet it was a big thingy.
What?
It
what
quite
thingy?
possibly was a big thingy.
SCP.
It was...
Huh.
Shh, quiet you.
Oh yeah, the player knows what it was. The character is assuming that this had something to do with the rampaging, horrible, not quite a bug.
Well, Umber Hulks don't live that long, but, whatever.
Oh,
But you don't know that.
yeah, I
character
don't
doesn't
know that.
Yeah. And you realize the message board is probably not actually going to help you. You need to go and find some type of control system. So you back out of the message board. You bypass the gaming system that's in there. Apparently, someone had a high score in Galaga. No one thought they'd notice, but, whatever. And you do find a system that is labeled security.
Excellent. I look in there.
Okay. There's a bunch of security cams that, for the most part, are disabled. The ones that are not disabled are mostly showing dark rooms. Some of them are showing abandoned rooms. Give me a perception check.
Oh no.
Everyone or just you?
Chroma. Well, anyone who's looking at the screen.
Yeah, Zenosha's not interested. She doesn't like this place.
Yeah, I'll look at the screen. If it's just imagery, I can...
Button, by the way, is trying to tell the whole story over again to the mushroom that's on Zenosha's nose.
I got a 19.
Okay.
What was I rolling
Something skitters past
Okay.
one of the cameras.
I'm going to point at the screen. That thing moved. Something in there moved really
It did?
fast. Yeah, went just right across. I don't know where it went, but it's something moved really, really fast.
If you say so.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell what it was, but it's probably an enemy.
It was, it was furry, and it had more than the standard number of legs.
Okay, so it's like a furry, I don't know, it had a lot of legs, and it goes fast. But it was too hard to tell, what color it is. I'm not sure how big. So I guess be on the lookout for a fast-moving furry thing.
All right. I'll keep my eyes open.
And it's not a friend,
How do
Probably.
you know that?
because it was in one of those rooms that seemed to have things locked up in them or something. I mean...
It was
You know?
actually a hall cam.
As a hallway cam? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I just assume I assume everything's an enemy until otherwise, because if you wait too long and it is one, could be game over, man.
Well, if all we know about it is that it's furry and not friendly, I can be a wolf.
It might be friendly. We don't know. We don't know that these people were locking up only things that should be locked up.
Oh, Chroma, you see the world in such an innocent light.
While you're talking, JR is scrolling down past this security camera footage and taps at an option that appears to be weapon defense.
Ooh.
Oh, good job, JR.
Wait, what did they find?
Weapon defense.
Weapon defense. Can that turn off the fireballs?
There's several trees of commands, but they seem to be divided between internal defenses and external defenses.
Well, I guess that's an external defense, right? Try that
All
one,
right.
JR.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
Red text appears on the screen, and it says, insert security card.
Anybody see a security card?
Any corpses around here?
Nope.
The Umber Hulk.
Well, I doubt the Umber Hulk was the one responsible for this.
The Umber Hulk had a distinct lack
White
of
box.
pockets.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, not to be distasteful, but it had a stomach.
Could have eaten a security card? I mean, I don't know.
Anyone have a knife they don't mind soiling?
I have two.
You have 2 knives? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh,
I have 2 knives and a crossbow and a crowbar. Oh, and a third knife. And
Why? I don't even want to know anymore. I have a dagger.
I'll go check.
and a hammer and
Not all of that's going to be
Yes.
helpful in dissecting whatever that thing was.
as
Yeah.
But give me the
Chroma
crowbar, we
saying
might need
this,
that.
She's taking things out of her bag of holding and putting them back in.
What are you going to be looking for?
Oh my gosh.
A knife.
I have plenty of experience gutting animals.
No,
I'll
you
be fine
were looking
here.
for a knife to look for something else. What were you going to look for?
That key card.
Security card.
What does that look like?
I look over at the box that makes light. Does it have a picture?
Well, it's probably card-shaped.
There is a long, thin, rectangular hole on the side of the monitor.
So we're probably looking for something that can fit in there.
It's thin and probably about a finger wide.
Yeah, there was nothing like that in the dead body. I asked the mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Do all mushrooms talk? Because this is new information to me.
It depends.
You know what? I'm starting to wonder what's in those crates.
In the first
Oh,
room?
there were crates? I forgot.
No, in this room, down below on the first level.
Oh, yeah, we probably should have searched those.
Zach's,
Worth taking a look.
May as well. I mean, what's the
If I-
mushroom kid saying about all this? Anything relevant?
Oh,
He told us
Chromie,
there
you got
wasn't
a
anything
crowbar?
inside the Hulk thing we killed.
Okay.
Chromie, you've got a crowbar,
Uh-huh.
right? Can we borrow it?
Sure. And Chroma takes
All
the
right.
crowbar out.
Is
Zach's fine.
Dax calmed down enough to pilot the carpet, or isn't we going to be doing that again?
I'll
Dax will
volunteer.
probably do it at this point.
All right, if Dax wants to do it, it's Dax's carpet.
Although
But,
I'm going to go into my backpack and just pull a bit of cloth out and just wrap it around my mouth.
While they're doing that, I'm going to see if I can get a panel off or something like that to peer into the guts of this thing.
Oh, dear.
Please don't do that, Chroma.
That's not a great
But
idea.
I'm not going to mess with the thing displaying things.
But isn't that connected to all the stuff inside? I mean, if you bump something or move it or...
Investigation
know.
check.
Oh,
one of
no.
One of the screens is busted.
This is true.
Okay, EO, which bot are you currently on the good side of?
I don't know.
Which one still loves you? Yeah.
Because all three of them made you mad earlier. I think one of them redeemed itself.
That's
I'm going to hand the crowbar to
true.
Zax and
All right.
invite them to have at it.
Cool. I get to break stuff.
On
Do
the
I
crate.
get to add my proficiency bonus for my thieves' tools or tinker's tools? I'm proficient in a lot of tools.
I will allow you to add a proficiency bonus for your Tinker's tools.
All right.
With our luck, Chroma's about to activate the self-destruct on
12.
this ring.
Yep.
Okay.
Wah, wah, wah,
10, 9, 8, 5.
No.
Put it back, put it back, put it back.
Joking. No. You open up a panel and you see a bunch of crystals that are all embedded in a green, shiny surface.
I have no idea what to do with this.
Now
I'm
I'm
a
picturing a
bomb.
gold computer.
I'm a 10-second bomb. 10, 9, 8, 6. Just kidding. 7, 6.
Every time you say that, I think of the exact same joke that happens at the end of Spaceballs. Have a nice day. Thank you.
All right, so am I opening a box with a crowbar? Are we at that point? Or
Sure.
no?
And I will not require you to roll because you have an insane strength and these boxes have been sitting
Yes.
here for centuries.
Yeah,
And you
so
have
I'm
a
going to use the
crowbar.
crowbar and try to just pop the lid off of it. If that doesn't work, then I'll just punch it.
It's the crowbar that really makes it. Without the
Yeah.
crowbar, you would have had to roll.
Yeah.
Without the crowbar, I would have had you roll, inevitably roll high, and then get to describe how you utterly destroy the crate and its contents by opening it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to open it with the crowbar and see what's inside.
Okay, you
We
see
provide
the
leverage.
crate is half full of bottles.
Security badges.
No.
Bottles?
Bottles that have some type of liquid in it. It's a clear liquid.
Huh.
Is it booze?
I don't know.
It's
You're just looking
Cardassian
in the
Yamek
crate.
sauce.
If you pick one up and turn it in any direction, you can tell that the liquid inside is somewhat more viscous than water is. It flows, but slowly.
It's Romulan ale.
Yeah, with how long this place has been abandoned, I wouldn't trust most liquids, but, decently heavy booze keeps for a while, so.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's honey. That never goes bad.
What color
It
is
does
it?
crystallize, though. It's clear.
Yeah, true.
It's clear. I'm going to open up the top one and sniff it. I'll move the mask for a second to sniff it.
It tingles.
Ugh.
It's kind of like like something that has a very high proof. It's that kind of odor. There's no flavor to it. It's just a sensation of, wow, this could kill a few brain cells.
Right. Okay. So I relay that information, put the lid back on, hand a bottle over to Neri, take a few more.
You found the ringworld stash of Everclear.
Yeah, when you said it was clear, that was my first thought.
Well, clear and more viscous than water, you've actually found their stash of hand sanitizer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Well, high alcoholic content.
Would do it. Yep, 70%. I think it's supposed to be for hand sanitizer.
And naturally, this ringworld is going to be named the Corona.
Oh,
no.
Wouldn't be wrong, just sort of wrong.
Well, we do have one of you already wearing a mask.
Yep.
You're not doing any social distancing, though.
Yeah.
I think that's the highest compliment I've ever been paid. Not wrong, just wrong.
Yep.
Mission accomplished. So we've been playing for about an hour. What do you say we take a short break? And when we come back,
a good idea.
Assume something else is going to happen.
Fine, I see how it is. Just make me assume things are going to happen.
Yeah, because when you're wrong, everyone's surprised. All right, gonna press the buttons. Well, on that glorious GIF moment, or GIF moment, or whatever, the GIF are outside on a spaceship that looks like a multi-masted sailing vessel. Granted, it's got one less mast than it did before it entered this particular crystal sphere, but never mind about that. I'm sure it's fine. It's all fine. It's also a short one crew member, one mushroom, one myconid, if you will, that came across via trebuchet. And that one's a nice one. Archbeth says crew shroom. Okay, so you have opened up some crates and you found what appears to be centuries-old hand sanitizer.
Yep, probably come in handy for something.
Yep.
You feel like lighting a match near this stuff would either be very beneficial or very detrimental, depending on what you want the results to be.
Chroma, no.
Ooh.
Chroma's
I said no.
taking off panels.
I said yes.
So which bad idea do I want Chroma distracting herself with?
Zax, let's get the crates of this stuff back to the ship and never ever tell Chroma what's in them.
All right. Start picking up crates.
Okay. I would argue that the crates are large enough that you can really only take one of them on the flying carpet.
Okay.
Oh.
Like one at a time?
Let's take one crate.
All right.
And I'll escort you back to the ship. No, I'll escort you back to the ship. Dax, you come with us.
Okay.
I'll stay here with Chroma, trying to keep her from exploding the metal box that makes lights.
I'm trying to get Dax as far away from Button as possible.
Yep. Mushrooms.
Dax appreciates this. Greatly.
So are we are using the flying carpet to move the crate? Is that correct? Or are we walking it there?
That's correct. That's my assumption.
Got it. Okay.
Intelligence 12, charisma 12, wisdom 20. I don't know how to talk to people, but I know how to get the wrong people away from each other. Good Lord.
Okay. So while you're doing that, Chroma's still messing with circuitry. Well, centuries-old crystalline-based circuitry.
I have no idea what to do with this, but...
Do you mess with it, or do you just try to examine it without messing with it?
Mess with it.
Yeah, I mess with it.
Okay.
You're all going to die.
You reach out and you
Zenosha just sighs knowingly.
Give me an investigation check.
Am I still using my Tinker's tools?
Not in this case.
Okay.
I mean, you are, but you don't get a bonus from them.
While I wait for the roll to occur, I'm just watching
19.
these gifts over and over again. Okay, so with a 19, you pull out a crystal, and you know how when something that was powered up powers down, you didn't hear the sound that it was making until it goes, and then you're aware of the silence?
Aha!
That's what you
I figured
hear.
out how to turn it off.
Yes, all of the monitors have gone dark.
Neat!
I keep finding the weirdest gifts today.
Okay, that's a new one.
Ow.
That is definitely a GIF that you have found.
And it was in the power down. Yeah, that's the search term I used.
Amazingly, you found the circuit that tells the self-defense not to fire at us, and then removed it.
Oh.
With a 19, I'm not going to say that was the result.
Yeah.
I mean, I could say that was the result, but it does mean you're not going to be able to discover anything else by looking at those panels.
Can you
Not
try
in their
putting
current
it back?
setup.
I'll put it back.
Okay. I will ask for the same roll again. Investigation, no proficiency from the tools.
And Sidekick is taking a while.
Nat 20.
Oh!
Nat 20.
Okay.
Wow.
You hear that same sound, but in reverse.
Aha!
And 3 of the panels come on. The 4th panel, which had the big crack in it, shoots a few sparks and stays dark.
Maybe I should try and figure out what's wrong with that one.
Oh,
It's
you don't
got
need
a
a
big
roll to
crack
find out
in
what's
it.
wrong with it. Yeah. There's a giant
Well, I
crack through the
mean-
front of it.
Okay, what I meant is whether it's fixable.
It released the mysterious blue smoke some time ago.
Don't breathe it in.
It's fixable if you call that one tiger person that you know directly.
I will not laugh. I will not laugh. Not laugh. Not laughing.
Alternately, you could leverage that new connection you have to an egg person.
I don't understand any of this, but that's okay.
Websites where you buy computer parts, Tiger Direct and Newegg.com.
Okay.
Considering that it's a lot warmer on the surface than the original inhabitants wanted, it's possible that the entire surface is turned into one giant Amazon.
Oh.
Okay, who's going to fit eBay in here? Come on, let's do it.
No, they're called hangar bays.
I love this game so much.
I will note that I don't have inspiration right now.
The DM is trying very hard to not laugh at any of these jokes, so therefore the DM does not have to award inspiration.
Oh.
The DM is trying very hard to not laugh and is going to ask that somebody roll a d8. I will take the first roll.
Oh.
7.
A 7. Okay, that's interesting.
And that shows you how backed up Sidekick is, because
Right.
I found my D8 after I saw EO roll.
Yeah, don't be hard on Sidekick. He's trying his best.
He is trying
It's
his
not
best.
good enough.
But
Okay. So you know how this hexagon has 2 walkways, one to the east and one to the west, and they sort of go off the map in either way?
well, I used to know that, but that image was like several million GIFs ago.
Many gifts died to... Oh, wait, no.
For the Bothans.
Wow, there goes Sidekick.
Yeah. And also many GIFs died to get the moon away from Circulus, so...
Okay, I have
Oh,
reposted this
oh.
particular room.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's
And-
also be honest here. Like 3 out of 5 of us don't care how many GIF die.
I mean, that's also true, unfortunately. So, to the
I care,
northwest, you hear the sound of chittering.
Now, is it the northwest or the west-north?
What?
Yes,
All right,
it is
where
northwest.
are we all back
Wider
together in
gray.
one spot now, or are we still separated?
I will say that you've gotten back together in one spot, or as
Okay.
close as you're willing to get to the small mushroom person that's tagging along. I think at this point, Dax and Zax are learning the concepts of social distancing.
Yep.
And
Stay
we've
away
got
from that one.
a crate of ready-made Molotov cocktails on the ship.
You do?
And to re-clarify, Dax has got a cloth over his mouth so he doesn't have to breathe in there.
I'm-
And so does
I am
Zax.
not saying that in character.
That's fair.
That's safer.
White or gray?
White.
Okay. All right. So we should get back down to level 1
Really? Why?
because there's something that sounds like it wants to eat us coming from the northeast.
Oh, there is? Okay.
Wait, did you say northeast or northwest?
West, I
The
think.
lighter colored walkway
Yeah.
that is on the left side of the map that goes up to the top of the map. Past the top of the map, you hear chittering coming from that direction.
Okay.
Oh, I bet it's that really fast furry thing.
Yeah, we need to get down to.
Chroma, give me a perception check.
We will see if I can, in fact, give you a perception check.
I had to check all of your character sheets specifically to know that I had.
Yeah,
to
I have a
Chroma
passive
making the perception check.
perception of 8.
This is not why I asked for a perception check.
Oh,
Everybody get on the flying carpet.
of
Um,
9.
I
But
never left it.
I'll get back on.
12?
Yeah, I'll get on the carpet.
Somebody tell JR to get on the
Okay,
carpet.
with a 12, you do hear the chittering. You all hear the chittering. But with a 12, I will say that while you can't make out exactly what the chittering is, sentence structure-wise, you're pretty sure you recognize the language. It's deep speech.
It's sapient.
It's what?
I mean, it's a person.
What kind of person?
Does it
Are
want to
they
kill
going
us?
to kill us?
I don't know. I haven't talked to it yet, but it's talking.
What kind of person?
The chittering
I'll
stops.
go find out.
No!
No.
Is going.
I mean, do you know what kind of person speaks that, or are you guessing?
The
So
chittering
far,
starts up again.
If you can understand the language, tell us what they're saying.
I can't hear it yet. I need to get closer.
What
That
language
sounds
is
like a
it?
bad idea.
This is a
Deep
terrible, terrible
speech.
plan.
It's deep speech.
Everybody get the heck out of here now.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Chroma is going to make an attempt
Someone grab
to
Chroma!
call out in deep speech. Hello? Who's there? She
Zax,
has a
grab
terrible
Chroma
accent.
and get her on the carpet.
Grabbing Chroma,
No!
picking her up over my shoulder, and dragging her with me onto the carpet.
Second round of the carpet, I punch it.
Grace!
I'm going to
You
make
did
sure
what?
JR's with us.
Don't make me cast Grace!
Chroma, stop trying to kill
Make
yourself.
us make you cast grease. They are not your friends. Get out of here.
I got her.
How do you know that?
Because
I-
everybody else here is dead.
I cast
all
silence on
dead?
Chroma at second level.
Oh.
What about Bob?
He's dead, Dave.
What about Eddie in the cantina?
He's dead, Dave.
I cast silence on Chroma at second level.
Isn't
Good work,
silence
Zax.
an area of effect
Specifically-
I
spell?
bite
It's
him.
an
Area
area
of
of
effect.
effect spell.
It's an area of effect
So
spell, but
we're
you can
all
center it on a
quiet,
person. It just so
and then
happens.
what-
Yeah,
We are now
with it-
all quiet, so the
I
second
bite
that
him.
gets
You-
Chroma to the carpet, I punch
Chroma,
it
give me an
towards
attack roll.
Right, yeah. You need an attack roll.
I'm going to make sure
Biting
JR and Button get to the
dexterity,
carpet.
or is biting a finesse weapon?
I would argue that yes, biting can be considered a finesse attack.
Am I proficient in
No.
bite?
No, you are
Okay.
not. Bitey is, but Bitey is currently a scribe back on the planet.
I will channel my inner bitey. 30-20.
Okay, you have successfully bitten Dax. I will allow it to be 1 point plus your dexterity modifier in damage. Oh my gosh, you do 4 points of damage from a bite.
I give her the dirtiest of looks and then punch it.
If he's going to cast silence on me, I need to convey my feelings on this somehow.
I'm
I mean,
not
the
on
last time you conveyed your feelings, you stuck your tongue out in a blep. This is
I assumed
escalating.
everyone was on the carpet.
No. I am deliberately not on the carpet. I'm covering the retreat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, which way do you go?
Back to the ship, I assume.
Yes.
I hope.
Okay.
I'm firing blindly down that that corridor until I can get off the platform.
Okay. Give me an attack roll at disadvantage.
All right. How many? Because I can do 2 attacks an action.
Give me 2 attacks at disadvantage.
So
Okay.
that's a 21 and a 22.
Yes.
According
They
to
both
that,
hit.
you rolled a 30.
Yeah.
And a 33.
Yeah, one was a natural 20. The other one was a
was it?
natural 19.
Yeah.
Okay. But the actual rolls, because it's disadvantage, are not crits. So
No.
we get to not have to roll double damage. But you still have 2 hits, so you're still rolling damage twice. So I guess it's double. Never mind. Roll your damage.
I would like to point out, Chroma is the reason I have silence prepared every day.
That makes sense.
11 and 14.
Okay. So you can hear this because you are outside of the range of the silence spell. Archbeth is saying, "Hello, silence, my old friend."
No, it's not my friend.
Trust
Chroma,
me, you might
we
not
need
know
to have a
it, but
discussion about
silence
what
is
is
your
and isn't
friend.
your friends.
Huh?
You may not like it, but silence is very much your friend right now.
Oh, and
Yeah.
I am actively telling my little beastie not to go after whatever I'm shooting at.
Your parasite companion is moving in a way that makes you think it's the floating parasite equivalent of a Looney Tunes character going, "Let me at him! Let me at him!"
Oh.
It's
like
adorable and
Scrappy
terrifying.
Doo.
But in any case, the chittering stops and is replaced with a screech of pain.
Oh no, she pissed it off. Well, it was nice knowing you, Neri.
There's more where that came from. Keep coming and die.
You hear the lumbering of heavy footsteps coming towards you.
Yeah, okay, I'm getting the heck out of here.
Are we back at the ship?
We
at this
wouldn't
point?
hear all of that though, because
Oh no, you heard none of it. You were surrounded by a silence spell.
Right, we're
Set
just
on
watching
Chroma.
Miri.
Are we back at the ship at this point?
What's the movement speed for the flying carpet?
Carpet's movement speed is 60.
Okay. I would say you're halfway there.
Okay. Second we get to the ship, I drop them off and then go straight back for.
Or
At this point, I'm double moving back to the ship.
that's why. Okay.
Okay. Give me a perception check,
Who?
Neri.
Uh,
I'm going
Okay.
to let Neri possibly see what is in pursuit before Neri gets out of line of sight.
that's a natural 20
Okay. With a nat 20,
for a total of 28.
Wow.
with a nat 20, you see 2 Umber Hulks coming your way.
Okay, definitely not friends.
Definitely not friends, and frankly, we could have took them. But
And you hear the chittering starting up again. It is angrier chittering, and it's not the Umber Hulks chittering.
There's the thing we probably couldn't have took.
there's the thing we probably couldn't have took. Yeah, double moving.
Oh, I'm not going to entirely agree with you because you used the singular.
Things we couldn't have took.
Yeah.
Okay, so at 120 feet, the second they're dropped off, I'm going back.
I will say that you successfully catch up to Neri, who successfully catches up with you in the room with the large gun.
Okay, get on.
Are the
I get
hangar
on.
bay doors open?
And go.
No.
I'm going to run over to the
go
console and
open.
press
I'm going
that.
to go open them.
How do you open them?
Oh, okay.
I'd start off by trying to press that button that flooded air in the place to begin with.
Do you wait for Dax to get back in the room before you press the button?
I probably should, but I don't
You
think
should.
Zenosha's of that sound mind right now. But yeah, if Chroma stops me, I'll remember about that door and the lights thing.
Yeah, the door. Remember the door? Don't trap them in there.
So yeah, I'll wait for them to come through and I'll try that button again.
A flying carpet comes barreling through the door.
All right, you're back.
I'm pressing the
Hit
button.
the button!
We're gonna die.
A trapdoor
No,
opens
we're
up underneath you.
not.
No, wrong one.
Wrong button!
As you get shot out into space. It's okay. The GIF are there to catch you.
Why do we even have that button?
Why not?
Okay. So you press the button and the door that you came through slams shut and it starts getting a bit harder to breathe.
I'm running back to the ship.
I am also running back to the ship.
Flying straight to the ship.
Okay. You
As
get
soon
into
as
the ship?
I'm inside the ship, I'm on the floor and running toward the helm.
Okay.
And as soon as everybody's on board, I am backing toward the cargo bay doors.
Okay. In what appears to be the slowest motion possible, because of course it's slow. Button says,
So-
look, I found a thing called a record player. It's got this disc that it's got a song on it. Also Sprach Zarathustra. I don't know what that is. Never mind.
Button puts the disc on the record player. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
Never gonna run around.
Button
and
begins to dance.
desert you.
Desert you.
And
we
there's
now
our
have a
copyright
big
strike for the night.
Yeah, well, we've had more than one, but never mind about that.
Yeah.
So the doors
That's our
very
baby Groot
slowly
dancing
open.
now as a mushroom kid.
The
Sorry.
They apparently are going slower because you're in a hurry.
Can I get into the ballista thingy, my bobber?
You certainly can.
Okay, and that's what I want to be doing as I'm leaving.
Okay.
Pew, pew, pew.
You have no targets to shoot at.
I'm just shooting at all the things.
Okay. Ballista
Don't
bolts
do
are
that,
flying
that's
through the
not
air,
ballista
smacking up against
safety.
walls.
Ballista safety, Dax.
This place needs to burn.
Ballistas
Chroma,
don't set anything on fire.
This
I
place
am
needs to be
baffled.
destroyed.
Chroma, I am baffled as to why now of all times you would be concerned with safety.
Because it never ends well when other people start wildly messing around with
Okay,
The
was Chroma replaced with a
mechanisms.
pod person?
the mechanisms. I'm the only one who knows how to deal with mechanisms right.
Oh, there it is. Okay,
There's the chroma we all know.
The doors are open far enough for you to go through.
let's go.
Okay. You pop right through.
And
You see the gift ship on the other side of the doors.
immediately I am going to go vertical and then and skim along the I've lost the word for the
Hull?
thickness of the ring.
Width?
The circumference?
I'm looking to go from the outer ring to the inner ring.
Okay. You
Does that
remember
make
last time
sense?
you did that, there were guns.
Yeah, but I'm right there against the hull.
Okay. Give me a dexterity save.
Okay.
So we're crashing.
Everyone give me a constitution save.
Uh-oh. All right.
Because a 10's not going to do it.
I got a 13 on the dice, and Constitution
You're fine.
is...
I remember your
Okay.
constitution bonus.
Yes.
Natural 1.
Oh, no.
That's two nat
I would
ones
like
in a
to-
row. Oh no.
I would like to apologize to everybody.
16?
A
14.
16 is going to do it. A 14, you just barely fail. So, Zenosha,
The worst
You
part
are
is
going-
it should be a 9.
I rolled 2d6. I got a 1 and a 2. So, Zenosha, you take 3 points of damage, and you have a feeling that it could have been a lot worse. Imagine, if you will, you were in the galley, and the drawer of knives flies open, everything flies towards you, and there's kind of like a Zenosha-shaped silhouette of sharp implements. But you're fine.
Oh, how's Dax doing?
That's a very good question. You might want to go ask Dax.
Yeah, I'll check on Dax.
Dax isn't there.
What?
God damn it.
What?
You
Oh,
took
no.
you took a point-blank round from a force cannon while Dax was sitting on the roof.
No. No.
Neri, Zax, we lost Dax. So, Neri, I'm going to need you to position us around to pick up Dax. And
Yeah.
And I'll get up there and try to catch him.
yes, I'll tie a rope around you and around the ship.
Good plan. Spacewalk kind of thing. Cool.
Yes.
Yep, I'll go back to get him.
Dax, give me another con save.
Okay.
No, not Zax.
Oh, sorry.
Dax.
Good, because that
No,
that
you're
roll is not
Zax.
good.
He's Dax.
Sorry, I'm really tired.
Okay.
We're all, I understand. We're all really tired tonight.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
this plays right into my hands. This is not where I thought we were going to go, but I'm okay with the destination.
Crash, everything plays right into your hands.
Why, yes. The best of it was when you had a character that got powerful enough to cast Wish, and you made everything more
I'm
glorious when you
making a
did.
new kobold just to be safe.
So, Dax,
Mm-hmm.
we've already established it's canon that you take an envelope of air with you if you leave an atmosphere and you're just floating in the void.
Mm-hmm.
But that con save was to see if you blacked out or not from sheer panic. And you do black out because you got under 10.
On the other hand, you literally can't hyperventilate if you're blacked out.
That's true.
This is also true.
That's true.
While you're unconscious, you see the ring. You see more of the ring than you should be able to see.
And you've got 7 days until you die.
Let's face it, since you left the planet, he's been expecting that to happen every day.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yes. You see the moon arrive. The force cannons do their worst. They weren't designed to take out a moon or a large space station either, but that's no space station, that's a moon.
Dang it, you said it before I could say it. I've been waiting for an opportunity to say that for you have no idea how long.
Well, look at all of our campaigns. The opportunity will come up again.
Okay, true.
Yes.
True. Yeah.
And it gets around the cannons into the inside orbit of the ring. Now, the inside of the ring is filled with greenery. Your best guess is most of it is jungle. It has gone wild. There may have been cities there at one point. If there are, they are totally overgrown. And the moon is close enough that a lot of that material is getting pulled off the ring towards the moon. That's what's causing the quakes. And you don't hear it. Even in this vision, your point of view is too far away for there to be an atmosphere that conveys sound. But who's your deity again?
Melora.
Goddess of what?
Melora is the goddess of, Wild Mother, goddess of nature, sea, and...
Oh.
The ringworld is in pain, and it's crying out for help. At that moment, a kobold with a rope tied around its waist comes and grabs you.
Yep. Got him. Pull me back in. I don't know if
Pull
you
you
can
back
hear me,
in.
but yeah.
Well, I'm in the chair.
Oh, you know
I'll
everything.
try to pull him back in as soon as I see that Zax has grabbed Dax.
Yep. Got him.
Sorry. As soon as you said that's no space station, that's a moon, all I could think of was that's no moon. This is a moon.
We've done that joke.
Obi-Wan Crocodile Kenobi.
I see you playing Mooney Space Station-y before. And Archbeth has another variation. That's no space station. That's our moon.
Yep.
So, Dax, you are awake again. And
Dax, are you okay? Do you need healing?
No.
So, no to both?
No to both.
Okay. I can't fix emotional damage.
Nothing can.
Well, you're alive, so at least there's that. You'll be okay.
Neri, quick question. After you pick up Dax, do you run for cover again, or do you make a break for it to try to get past the force cannons?
The moon is toward the force cannons, isn't it?
It's on the other side of the force cannons, yes.
I thought everyone go inside.
Oh, I'm assuming everyone's inside the Red Star.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we are. Okay, good.
I got a question. The squid person still on board?
Your understanding is they're in what would have been the captain's cabin?
Okay.
I want to go as close to... I don't know how to describe it. Okay, so a ring has a thickness.
Yes. And that thickness is where the force cannons are mounted.
Right. I want to go as close to the surface of that thickness as I can.
Okay.
Oh, you're looking for a spot where the force cannons can't get you because you're on their, if they're the
Blind
mouth,
spot.
you're on the forehead?
You're looking for a blind spot.
You're looking for a Death Star trench.
I'm not... I actually am not not particularly looking for a Death Star trench. I'm looking for a spot where I want to fly low enough that if they want to shoot at me, they have to shoot at each other.
Okay. Give me another dexterity save.
Dexterity save.
Yes. You are
right.
technically trying to avoid bad things from happening.
Will a natural 20 do?
I'll accept it this time because I'm generous.
That's a 28, if you're counting on numbers.
Okay, so picture, if you will, the red star, now fully crewed, again, does a loop, then comes in low along the surface of the side of the ring and starts its attack run.
Flying nap of the earth, as they say.
Yes. And the ring world still is like Death Star plans where you've got all the greebles and the various structures that are jutting up in various places for no reason whatsoever other than it looks cool. And you're zooming around between them and stuff, and there's force cannon blasts that are coming around past you. And at one point, you fly between two force cannons that both fire simultaneously as you go past them. And then they're not shooting at you anymore.
Nearly, I don't know how you did that, but good job.
That was amazing.
Yeah, you took out two of the many cannons. Good job.
Well, it's two less to worry about.
Okay. Now, with that, I will say that you get up over the edge between the side and the inside of the ring. And as you go up and around, still trying to do like Map of the Earth style, so you're following the contour, you go over the edge and you see that the inner portion of the ring, which for some reason, Dax, you knew exactly what it was going to look like. It's not flat, it's concave. The ground is a big U shape on the inside, and I mean ground in the literal sense. It's not just metal. Up towards the edge, it's metal. That shows through, but you go down for a couple miles, and then it is greenery and earth and rock. Well, except for that part there that's been scraped clean.
What happened here?
Gravity.
Moon.
Oh.
And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
All right.
Thank you, everyone, for playing. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Tonight, I've been joined by a bunch of awesome people, including Chris, Ellie, Io, Jen, Cindy, and Archbeth hanging out in chat. You were fashionably late, Archbeth. Fashionably late. And let's do a few quick plugs. So Chris has a podcast that he records every 2 weeks, or fortnightly if you want to sound fancy. AzerothCTC.com started off as a World of Warcraft podcast, but they are branching out. Ellie has a social network, Elek, ELEKK.xyz, that runs on Mastodon. Many of us have Mastodon accounts. You can find links to our accounts, those of us who have them, on the cast page, which is linked in our show notes. Io's mom writes books. You can get those at elizabeth-mccoy.com. Jen has a blog and podcast. You can find that at bookofjen.net. And we have a Patreon, patreon.com/cogwheelgaming. Help us keep the lights on, along with other illustrious patrons, including Chris, Cindy, Ellie, and Eric. And until next time, this is Crash saying, the chittering stops.
And we all run. Except Chroma, who bites.
Yep.
Clear top.
Good night, everybody.